Imagine coming home to the one person you love most, only to let jealousy consume you in a moment of rage that changes everything forever. In 1995, a shocking crime unfolded in the heart of Delhi that would grip the nation, not just for the brutality, but for the desperate attempt to hide it. Today, we're delving into the Tandoor Murder Case, the tragic story of Naina Sahni and her husband Sushil Sharma. This case highlights the dark side of domestic tensions and the role of forensics in seeking justice. Before we begin, a quick note. This episode discusses themes of violence and loss. We'll handle the details with respect for the victim and her family, focusing on facts rather than graphic elements. If such topics are sensitive for you, feel free to skip ahead. Our goal is to remember Naina and reflect on the lessons from this heartbreaking event. On the night of July 1995, in the bustling heart of New Delhi, India, a domestic dispute escalated into one of the most infamous murders of the era. Naina Sahni, a 29-year-old vibrant woman known for her work in the Congress Party and her past as a beauty queen, was shot dead by her husband, Sushil Sharma, a 30-year-old rising star in the Youth Congress. The case, dubbed the Tandoor Murder, drew national outrage not only for the killing but for Sharma's attempt to conceal the crime by burning Naina's body in a restaurant oven. Naina and Sushil had married in February 1991 after meeting through political circles, but their relationship soured amid Sushil's growing suspicions of Naina's close friendship with fellow Congress worker Matlub Karim, whom they both knew from college. Naina was independent and active in party events, while Sushil, ambitious and politically connected, struggled with jealousy that strained their 4-year marriage. Sushil even owned a stake in the Bagia Restaurant, where the tragic disposal occurred, adding layers of irony to his actions. This crime sent shockwaves through Delhi's political and social fabric, exposing vulnerabilities in high-profile relationships and sparking debates on domestic violence. It garnered massive media attention due to Sushil's Congress ties, which some alleged influenced early investigations, and the gruesome yet failed cover-up that highlighted forensic science's role in justice. The community, particularly women in urban India, saw it as a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked possessiveness, leading to broader discussions on gender dynamics in the 1990s. Let's walk through the events of that fateful night, piecing together the sequence based on court records and witness statements, always with sensitivity to the profound loss involved. It was around 10 p.m. on July 2, 1995, in their second-floor flat at 542 Mandir Marg, Gol Market, New Delhi. Sushil Sharma returned home unexpectedly early from a Congress event, finding Naina on the phone while having a drink. Suspecting she was speaking to Matlub Karim, Sushil confronted her, leading to a heated argument fueled by months of built-up jealousy. In the heat of the moment, Sushil retrieved his licensed R- revolver from a cupboard and fired 2 shots at Naina, striking her in the head and neck, which caused her immediate collapse. He later confessed during police transit that the act was impulsive, driven by rage, stating, "I lost control when I saw her on the phone with him." To contain the scene, Sushil wrapped Naina's body in a bedsheet and a plastic tablecloth, noting bloodstains on the mattress and carpet. He then dragged the body down the stairs to avoid using the elevator, loading it into the trunk of his white Maruti 800 car parked outside. Around 10:15 p.m., Sushil drove approximately 5 kilometers to the Bagia Restaurant in Ashok Yatri Niwas, Chanakyapuri, where he held a partnership stake. There, he enlisted the help of manager Keshav Kumar, instructing him to clear the kitchen and staff. Kumar later testified that Sharma appeared frantic, saying, "Help me burn this before anyone sees." They attempted to place the body into a gunny bag, but it was too small, so Sharma proceeded to dismember parts of the limbs to fit it into the tandoor oven, a traditional clay structure used for baking bread. He ignited the fire with wood, ghee, and paper. hoping the flames would destroy the evidence. The attempt failed when thick smoke billowed out around midnight, alerting 68-year-old vegetable vendor Anaro Devi, who was passing by. She notified patrolling Constable Abdul Nazir Kunju, who climbed the restaurant's boundary wall and peered inside, spotting what appeared to be human remains protruding from the tandoor: charred flesh, attached hair, and an anklet. Kunju's report described the horrific sight. The lower half of a woman's body was visible, with skin peeling from the heat. Firefighters arrived shortly after to extinguish the blaze, preserving enough remains for identification. Crucial early evidence included blood spots on Kumar's white kurta and pants, as well as hair and a bullet casing found at the flat. With the body discovered in the early hours of July 3, 1995, the Delhi police launched an immediate investigation under the leadership of Deputy Commissioner of Police Rajbir Singh, facing the challenge of identifying the remains amid the charring. The initial autopsy at Lady Hardinge Medical College, conducted by Dr. L.C. Gupta, concluded that death was due to burn injuries, suggesting a possible accident or suicide, which initially misled the probe. However, Lieutenant Governor P.K. Dave ordered a second autopsy on July 8th, led by Dr. T.D. Dogra of IIMs, along with experts from 2 other hospitals. This breakthrough revealed 2 gunshot wounds to the head and neck as the cause of death, confirmed by X-rays showing bullet fragments, shifting the case firmly to homicide. Forensic analysis became pivotal. Blood samples from the crime scenes, including the flat's mattress, carpet, and Sharma's car trunk, tested positive for human blood group B, matching Naina's profile. DNA testing at the Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology in Hyderabad compared thigh muscle, bone tissues, and rib samples from the body with blood from Naina's parents, confirming her identity on July 20th. Additional evidence included a spent bullet cartridge and woman's hair from the flat, ballistic matches to Sharma's licensed revolver, and an anklet found at the tandoor site. Keshav Kumar, arrested on the spot with bloodstains on his clothes, confessed under questioning, providing details of Sharma's involvement and the disposal attempt, which corroborated witness accounts from Anaro Devi and Constable Kunju, Sushil Sharma, who had fled the scene by posing as a journalist, was traced through his car's registration and political contacts. He traveled from Delhi to Jaipur by train, then to Chennai and Bengaluru, disguising himself and visiting temples to establish an alibi, but police pieced together his movements via tickets and sightings. On July 10, 1995, Sharma surrendered in Bengaluru, escorted back to Delhi, where he confessed en route, admitting the jealousy-fueled shooting but denying premeditation. Despite his Congress connections raising concerns of interference, such as delayed searches, the investigation remained thorough, leading to charges of murder, criminal conspiracy, and evidence destruction filed against Sharma and 4 others on July 27, 1995. In a Sessions Court, the trial began in 1996, with additional sessions Judge G.P. Thareja presiding. Key challenges included the decomposed state of the body and reliance on circumstantial evidence, but the prosecution's case, bolstered by forensics and Kumar's testimony, proved compelling. On November 7, 2003, Sharma was sentenced to death for the rarest of rare crime, while Kumar received 7 years for aiding the disposal. The Delhi High Court upheld the verdict on February 19, 2007, rejecting Sharma's appeals on political influence claims. However, the Supreme Court, in a 2013 review, commuted the death penalty to life imprisonment, citing insufficient proof of deliberate dismemberment intent, though it affirmed the murder conviction. No further appeals succeeded, and Sharma was granted premature release from Tihar jail on December 20, 2018, after 23 years for good conduct, as ordered by the Delhi High Court. As we conclude our exploration of the Tandoor Murder Case, it's clear that on July 2, 1995, a moment of unchecked jealousy, led to the tragic loss of Naina Sahni's life, a promising woman whose story underscores the devastating consequences of domestic violence. Sushil Sharma's actions, from the shooting in their Delhi flat to the failed attempt to incinerate her body at the Bagia Restaurant, were exposed through meticulous forensics and police work, resulting in his conviction and eventual release after serving 23 years in prison. This case not only highlighted advancements in Indian forensic science, but also sparked national conversations on gender-based violence and the rarest of rare criteria for sentencing. Reflecting on this, one can't help but ponder the ethical questions it raises. How do societal pressures around infidelity and possessiveness contribute to such irreversible acts? And what more can be done to support women like Naina in high-stress environments like politics? The case reminds us that justice, while served through the courts, often leaves deeper scars on families and communities, emphasizing the need for empathy and prevention in addressing marital discord. It's a sobering example of how personal failings can intersect with public scrutiny, urging us to prioritize mental health and equality in relationships. Since Sharma's release from Tihar jail on December 20, 2018, following a Delhi High Court order for good conduct, there have been no major legal developments, though retrospectives in 2025 mark the 30th anniversary, reigniting discussions on women's rights and judicial reforms. Sharma has expressed remorse publicly, focusing on counseling initiatives, but the case continues to symbolize the fight against domestic abuse in India. If this episode resonated with you, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your reflections on social media using Tandoor Case Reflection or comment below. Remember Naina, and let's work towards a safer world for everyone. Thank you for joining us.